King Azoulay, the self-proclaimed Shaolin monk with a 500 IQ score who can apparently throw a better punch than Mike Tyson, is back. And he's back with an interesting response for why his name has been exposed, revealed, black and white, 4K in paperwork, committing horrific crimes against women and children.
Now it looks like I pissed off a lot of people, guys. A lot of people. So many because I became so influential so quick. And I'm literally one of the most talked about influencers in the world today, that I got to the point that they're putting out a lot of false information about me. A lot of bull. But you see, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm going to say this. It's going to come out of my mouth. You ready? It looks like the Matrix is attacking me. That's what it looks like. It looks like they don't want me around because I'm helping men become stronger, better. I'm putting more men on the front line, teaching them to become men, to take care of women, to be there for their friends, to be there for their mother, their father, to retire their parents, to do only good for the world and stop doing bad, stop being weak. It's upsetting them, but it's okay. Don't worry, we're still gonna be here.
Spoken like a true creep, reading off that self-absorbed fake alpha male template, bruh. Hey gang, why is your name in black and white pleading guilty to gang raping a little girl in high school? The Matrix is after me. Sir, how does that explain the black and white? The Matrix is after me. I guess cosplaying as a Power Ranger and feeding into your delusion that you're some type of important figure that's instrumental in society moving forward and the higher ups is trying to take you out for it. I guess that's easier than just acknowledging what's in black and white, which is you, your brother, apparently gang raped in SA a 15-year-old girl called Hillary when y'all was in high school. And you was prosecuted as an adult and you admitted your guilt in court. This is as black and white as it comes. Instead of confronting the clear truth head on, the sicko is sending legal takedowns through YouTube to get this paperwork taken down because he don't want the world to see the real him. And the worst part about this all, and I even feel sick giving this dude some attention, but exposing him would be a net positive, is that he truly feels like he's famous. Like he really feels like he has ascended into the universe of Conor McGregor, Andrew Tate, Jake Paul, all because some very niche commentary channels are deciding to expose you.
Now I gotta tell you, in the last 7 days, I've gotten hundreds of death threats. And my team told me about it, because guys, I don't check my messages. Only if you're somebody who loves me, I'll come in, I'll send you a voice message, but I don't check my messages anymore. So, a bunch of death threats. And on top of that, everybody wants to fight me because of all these false accusations on social media. They're like, oh, my dad could kick your ass. Oh, my friend's a fighter, he could kick your ass. Oh, my teacher said he could kick your ass. I'm like, listen, I'm not fighting anybody unless you're a name. I created this fame. I'm not gonna give you fame just because you want to fight me. It doesn't make any sense for me. So guys, bring me a real name. Bring me Andrew Tate, bring me Conor McGregor, bring me Mayweather, bring me Jake Paul.
All those dudes are 100,000% more famous than you. The funny part about it all is the dudes who he's claiming don't got no clout or he's too famous for, those dudes are probably closer than you are to Jake Paul, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather, etc., etc. Andrew Tate, your idol. Bro, you don't even understand. You are transcending into the world of EDP 445. That's where you currently exist in terms of internet locale infamy. You're not somebody who's building something sustainable that you'll be able to capitalize on, bro. This dweeb Azoulay was banking on the fact that he caught this case when he was under 18, so like his mugshot isn't really available because those records are usually sealed. So he was banking on the fact of, because there's no mugshot to tie him to this, he was gonna deny, because like there's not a way to 100% pin him to the corner for this. However, he wasn't expecting for someone who was actually there around the time he did this, an old classmate of his from high school. And they came forward and they 100% positively identified King Azoulay as the perpetrator and as Ben Azoulay.
So I want to address the questions that I've been getting about Ben's R case. Obviously, I can't say the word due to YouTube's heavily censored policies. And bear with me, guys. I'm new to YouTube. I really didn't have any reason to make YouTube videos prior to this, but once I've seen what's going around, I can't keep my silence. I mean, I personally knew this guy. I went to school with him. How can I sit here and keep my silence? So bear with me. I'm new to YouTube, guys. But anyways, so yes, I do remember that incident. I was not at the house party that they were at, but I do remember that time period where this happened, and it was big news around town. And it was Ben, his younger brother, and his name is actually pronounced Moore. I do remember when all three of them R'd this poor girl. We'll call her H. And H was in my school. She was a grade below me. She was actually my best friend's sister's good friend. And H was a very bubbly personality type girl. She was, from what I remember from her, she was always smiling and always happy. I remember she was like one of the bubbliest people I have to this day ever met in my life. You know, she was on the cheerleader team. She was good at cheerleading. You know, she was just this all around bubbly personality, good energy, just the type of person that, you know, has kind of like a magnetic type of personality. And it really, you know, so this, I had completely forgotten about this. You know, it was so many years ago. And when I saw John Bravo's video of him digging it back up, because they tried really hard to bury this. And you guys know how Johnny is. Johnny will find dirt on anybody. So, you know, thank you, John Bravo, for, you know, getting that stuff put together and calling this guy out, because he truly deserves to be called out on all his lies, and especially this horrific thing he did to H. So I remember when that happened, you know, it was big word around town. And I'm not sure if all of them, but I remember Moore, he fled to Israel. I believe they all fled to Israel at one point for some time. And then obviously they all ended up coming back.
The joke's right itself, man. You are accused of doing something that heinous with a little girl, and the first place you run to is Israel. And what's even more hilarious, well, not really hilarious because this is not a laughing situation, but what's more ironic is this dude walks around here parading himself as a Palestinian warrior, but the first place he saw refuge in is Israel.
And got arrested when they got back. And, you know, as you guys saw from the court documents, Ben admitted to what he did, and even ratted on Moore, which was his best friend. I don't know if they're still friends, but back then, you know, they were like this. So so about H, it really breaks my heart, because after this happened to H, it changed the girl, and as it would change anybody. I remember one day at school, by the cafeteria, she was wearing her cheerleader's outfit, and I just saw her break down in tears, and the sadness on this girl's eyes, and her energy was just so sad. And I mean, of course, who wouldn't be? You know, if that happened to anybody, you know, they would feel that way.
As people dug deeper into this dude's history, they discovered, this dude is more cunning and calculated than we ever thought. This dude is like 30 steps ahead of us. He predicted his demise. He predicted him being an internet locale. He predicted all of this. And because he predicted it, he tried to change his name a while ago. So when we look up his new last name, if he was successful, none of the horrific crimes against women and children would have came up. And they also discovered this dude not only had that one case in high school, but this dude has a repeated pattern of violating women, because he has multiple restraining orders, multiple women coming out to speak out against him and claim that he didn't put his hands on them.
But I'm going to show you here a document now on the screen. And you know what this is? This is this trying to change his name to Ben Aston. And the reason why he wanted to change it was because he knew he was going online. He didn't want people looking up his information, right? So he did his best to hide it. So he filed a name change with the court. But when he went to file it, the court said, "Fuck you. We're not allowing you to change your name because you have a warrant out for your arrest, you ass. And we're not going to allow you to change your name." But the best part, you know how he goes around saying he's this big millionaire? Well, what kind of millionaire has to go to the court and beg for a fucking refund? So why he had a warrant out for his arrest during that time, I'm working on getting the information. But he also had a restraining order on him that I can see in the system from his ex-wife. And
his story is very confusing. He was apparently a millionaire at like the age of 21 years old or 24 years old, but then apparently he was cage fighting for the mafia. But how would you have time to do that when you was a millionaire at 24? It's all convoluted. It doesn't make sense at all. The only consistent thing in his story is the fact that women tend to file restraining orders against them when they get in relationships. Whatever he's doing to these women, whatever it is, because he's apparently filing lawsuits against everybody. So I gotta be very careful. I don't know what he's doing to these women that's prompting them to file restraining orders. But what I would say though, man, is there has to be a pattern here. Yo, you could get off, oh, bro, these chicks be lying on me. You could get that off for one case. We could probably give you some type of pass for one case. But if you have multiple cases and there's multiple women coming forward and claiming, hey, bruh, this man did this to me, at some point we got to say, okay, bruh, you got a problem, dude. You got a problem. And I'm really proud of this community because they caught this dude before his ascension. You see, like Wes Watson, for the most part, was already making like $2, $3, $4, $5 million a month before people really caught on to him or began to make videos about him. Andrew Tate was already up 100 million, bro. There's nothing y'all could have done to him. But this dude, they caught him in the very early stages of his grift.
Somebody even reached out, who knows Ben, to Greg Doucette, which he put in his video showing the same information.
I'm not going to say the exact names of this, but I'm going to read some of this. And so if you need a good laugh, my blank worked for this guy before me, and he's absolutely out of his mind. He excommunicated me after blah, blah, blah. Dude, he's the funniest person on the internet, and knowing him personally makes it even funnier. He's not putting on a show. He actually believes his bullshit. He's actually got a kid in the Midwest that's like 7, and the mom won full custody of and has a restraining order against him. You can't make this stuff up.
Now, there was another woman who had a relationship with Ben who's reached out to me, and she doesn't want her identity known, so I have to be careful in what stories I can share. But I can share that she told me all this shit about Kung Fu master, underground cage fighter for the mob, all these horseshit stories is all complete bullshit. And she also told me about the abuse she suffered while she was with Ben. And some of the injuries she suffered are lifelong injuries.
And to think that this dude is out here trying to be an alpha role model, trying to teach young boys how to be men, this should be the last example of what a man is. He should be locked up. Yo, if you read that paperwork and you see how horrific it is, I'm shocked that this man is free. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that this dude needs to be locked up with the keys thrown away? Let me know in the comment section, man. And let me know if you guys want me to keep on covering this dude, bro. At this point, I'll be real, bro. I don't know what else could come out that could be worse than this. But if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen, to find out about the explosive details that took place today at the Diddy trial. The jury is deliberating, but some documents leaked that kind of gives us a good idea of where the jury may be leaning. Rather is a guilty verdict or not guilty verdict. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.